There's a request to raise the speed limit on the Claude Noel Highway. Preparations have begun for Carnival 2017 and wildlife consultation being hosted ahead of hunting season.
Info
Update.
bringing you the latest
News, views, and reviews.
Along with responses
Comments and events
affecting you.
brought to you by the Information Division of the Tobago House of Assembly.
There's a recommendation to raise the speed limit on the Claude Noel Highway. We have the details in this report.
Motorists in Tobago have been complaining about the 50 km speed limit on the Claude Noel Highway. Secretary of Infrastructure and Public Utilities Gary Melville says his division would have reviewed the speed limit throughout the island and has generated a report that recommends raising the maximum limit on the highway.
The division is recommending, and we will send that recommendation to the Minister of Works and Transport in Trinidad, that the speed limit on the Claude Noel Highway be raised.
Currently, the speed limit across the island is 50 km per hour. And in their last road exercise, Tobago police officers ticketed over 100 motorists for exceeding that speed. Mr. Melville says amending it to a more acceptable speed limit should make traveling easier for the public.
Of course, that recommendation takes into consideration the fact that they would have to do further engineering studies to be able to scientifically determine what the exact speed limit should be.
Mr. Melville is calling on all road users to obey the nation's laws by adhering to the current speed limit, especially in commercial and residential areas. I'm Josanne Brassi for Info Update.
Preparations for Carnival 2017 are already underway. Caroline Wallace has more.
We are still months away from Carnival 2017, but Secretary of Community Development and Culture Dr. Dennis Soyafat Angus says her division has been preparing for the event for some time.
And part of that process took on an in-depth conversation with stakeholders over the past couple of months, where they met with the coordinator of culture and other members of staff of the division to express their views on what they consider the carnival product to be and where they think we can take it next.
The secretary says this meeting allowed the parties involved to come up with a solid plan for the event. She says the festival needs the involvement of all stakeholders and not just the participation of the division and the Tobago Carnival Committee.
And many of them came in and gave extensive reports, gave up their time in the conversations. And so yesterday we actually had a small symposium including not just representative of the stakeholder groups, but also including the wider audience, band leaders, the PAN, representatives of the PAN fraternity, and also the Calypsonians. What came out of the meeting was the fact that they appreciate over the last 3 years the development that would have occurred, which impacted many of their areas.
Dr. Soyafat Angus says the turnout for the meeting was exceptional. She adds that important issues such as the length of the parade and prizes for the festival were identified and will soon be addressed. I'm Caroline Wallace for Info Update.
A consultation on wildlife activities will be hosted tomorrow ahead of the impending hunting season. Omadara Mills has the story.
The hunting season in Trinidad and Tobago is scheduled to open on October 1st, 2016. With this in mind, the Department of Natural Resources and the Environment, DNRE, will host a wildlife consultation at Shore Park tomorrow from 4 p.m. The Department of Natural Resources is extending an open invitation to the wildlife associations, hunter groups, interested non-government organizations, community-based organizations, and other interested people to join the interactive discussion. The exercise will assist the Division of Agriculture, Marine Affairs, Marketing, and the Environment in drafting proposed policy as a starting point for updating wildlife farming laws. The hunting season will be closed on February 28, 2017. I'm Omadara Mills for Info Update.
That's it from all of us at the Department of Information. I'm Davia Chambers, and you've been listening to Info Update.